Hello friends, in the series of Attacking the King, today we are going to watch one of my best students, Harsh Gurka's winning game against the Blitz King of India, Grandmaster R.R. Lakshman sir. As we know, Lakshman sir has been one of the most active faces of Indian chess during last 3 decades, and he has won many top tournaments throughout his career. And when it comes to his love for the lightning chess, he never wants to miss on any opportunities at online chess. And this particular Blitz game is from a Lee Chess Arena tournament held during the lockdown. And as we know in arena format, all these top players, they use berserk rule so as to get bonus points after winning the game. The time control was 3 plus 0, and since Lakshman sir used berserk rule, that means he had got 1.5 minutes to his tally, and no doubts that he was playing like a bullet master. And about Harsh, he has been very much chess passionate throughout his school years, and he achieved his international rating of 1200 plus in his first ever FIDE rating tournament. No doubts that he has been very much inactive at international chess during last several years, but he's very much active and plays regularly on chess.com and leechess.org. We can say that he is very much underrated with his 1200 plus FIDE rating because he has done many upsets and won and drew against many title players in online chess. So let's see one of the best attacking systems of Scotch Gambit. With his break on d4, Hirsch decided to play his favorite opening of Scotch Gambit. After e into d4, instead of going for the main line of knight into d4, he went with the second base, that's bishop c4, Scotch Gambit. So for our young friends, I would like to point out that this e5 move is very precious in White's strategy. After which, there are chances that Black will always look for equality with d5. After several standard moves of this particular variation, on this occasion, here instead of bishop e3, Hirsch goes with his favorite, that's f3, and it becomes very sharp and dynamic game, and he has always enjoyed this particular variation throughout his online games as well as in on-board chess. Whether it's rapid or classical, he always preferred f3 instead of the bishop e3 move. Well, friends, this was the most important occasion of the game, and we can notice White's next threat is of f5, and Black should oppose that with g6. Instead, Lakshman sir went on to make first of mistakes and he played bishop to b6. Friends, here it was very important for Harsh to play direct f5. Instead, Harsh went with another plan. He played a4, a5, and finally the most awaited f5 came in the game. With this queen h4, it looked like Lakshman sir is looking for some counter attacks. And here it was very important for white to play rook f4 and oppose against all of black's ideas. Instead, Harsh went on to play bishop e3, and now on this move, it was very much important for Lakshman sir to play queen e4 and to come up with several counter attacks, and that will surely stop white from attacking black's king. Instead, Lakshman sir went on to play short castle, and this will surely give Harsh a great opportunity to attack black's castle. Without wasting time, Harsh played knight c3, taking control of the e4 square. In this particular position, white has got two best candidate moves. First is f6 to disrupt black's pawn structure, and the second is the rook slip to f4, and Harsh went with rook f4 to gain tempo. And we know in blitz and bullets, it's always important to play active chess, and that's what white is going to do in next several moves. After queen's retreat to d8, there were two choices with Harsh. First was queen d3 and the second is queen f3, which he went on to play in the game. We can notice that black is already in great trouble, and since Lakshman sir had taken berserk, that means he was already playing like a bullet master, and he went on to make another blunder. He played bishop c8. Now we can see the f6 is going to be the most awaited move to disrupt black's pawn structure, and black's king is almost in great trouble now. Without wasting any move, Harsh played f6, g6 was played, and now this was another exciting position. Harsh went on to play the best, rook h4. And yes, friends, there will be rook into h7 coming in at the right time. After black's last try, here Harsh could simply give sacrifice on h7. Instead, he played queen f4, g5, queen takes g5, threatening checkmate on g7. Last resort, rook g8, and there came checkmate to follow. Very simple indeed for Harsh. Queen f6, check and mate. So friends, I'm very much sure you all enjoyed this stylish, very much attacking system of Scotch Gambit, and it was amazing that this lockdown time gave us great opportunity to face many strongest players of the world. And it was wonderful to see that chess didn't get stopped during this pandemic time, thanks to the technology and various online portals, which gave us the great opportunity to face many top players just from our own homes. And it's wonderful to see that the popularity of chess has grown up to its highest level during the lockdown, and many youngsters, many new players have joined various online portals throughout the lockdown times.